Greetings, my healers, this is Nick Kentel, and welcome back to Pokemon Academy Life Forever. So for this battle, Blue asked that I only use Lightning, so I'm going to put him at the top. There we go. Oh, and if you played this update, after starting a new save file, then you'll get 10 rare candies right here, see? Oh, and I forgot to mention that for your social, they display the character's sexes, male, female, etc. Yeah, you know what I mean. So anyway, let's move on. Good luck, you guys! Cheering them both on? Devious, Yellow, you're playing both sides, huh? No, I just want everyone to have fun. Thanks for watching, you guys. It's nothing. Ethan's such a sweetheart. I'm going to head up to the bleachers, though. Don't want to get in your way. Keep your eyes on me, you two. I'm going to win. Okay, so this is pretty much impossible to win with only one Pokemon. Blue has 5, and I'm only going to use Lightning as he requested. Well, let's go. You're just using your Pikachu, right? I said I would, man, and I want you to hold up your end of the bargain and not be an ass if you beat me. I said I would. Oh well, that seals it then. Nothing to worry about. Yeah, in this update they give characters new expressions such as Red rolling his eyes right here, see? Let's do this. Okay, Red versus Blue, again, but I'm going to lose, of course. Oh, and I should mention that if you send out your Pikachu, Lightning for instance, then he'll no longer say Pika Piku. I always got annoyed with that shit. He'll just use his normal cry in the games. So, he sends out, Blue sent out his Pidgeotto, so try Dragon Rage. Even though, Sand Attack, that's going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, Dragon Rage once, and try again. Oh, interesting, Pidgeotto fainted. And he sent out his Eevee next. Dragon Rage one more time. Actually, it missed Eevee! Oh! Swift, ouch! Ouch, ouch, oh. See, I told you it's impossible to beat Blue like this. You lose. Because of the difficult battle, your team gained extra experience. Well, at least that'll make Blue happy. But no, he doesn't look like that. Look, he looks upset. What? You won! You can't possibly be upset about that. This doesn't count. You were only using one Pokemon. You asked me to use only one Pokemon. I know! I'm not. I'm just thinking. I need one. I need a Lightning. I thought you said you didn't need a new special Pokemon because your team's already the best? I've still got an open slot on my team. Anyway, who says my special Pokemon has to be new? Lightning was a completely normal Pikachu for years before this nonsense. Fair enough. Maybe if we find any more meteor shards around, you can chuck one into your Pidgeotto's gizzard. Heh, that's not exactly what I'm thinking, but you're on the right track. Oh, right, Gramps said some stuff to me after class. I'm pretty sure you put him up to it. Earlier today, I suggested that he talk to you. Speechless. For now. You know, I don't want you to fix this. If he's going to sort himself out, he needs to sort himself out. Oh, 3 points. But, thanks. Oh, you're welcome. They're slowly starting to become friends again, baby steps. And hopefully, with enough bonding and, leveling up with rankings, you know, relationship rankings, maybe they'll be boyfriends in the future. I hope so, but at this point I doubt it. You two. Because of this obstacle right here. Anyway, moving on. That's my name. Did you notice anything I would improve on in that past fight? I mean, did you notice anything I could improve on in that past fight? I mean, you won. That means you were doing everything right, right? Obviously not. There are bad ways to win. And good ways to lose, right? Ha! No, only losers would say that. He called you a loser, Yellow! Find someone else, please. You mean like when Dawn... Could you stop bringing that up?! Since we're all here, has anyone seen Loaf today? It's Leaf, Ethan. Nothing, huh? Maybe we should be concerned then. Yeah, don't say good riddance, that's mean. She's probably looking for Tia. Oh, yes, that makes sense. I haven't seen Tia in any of my medical classes either. Wait, Tia's in the medical program too? Yep. Well, if Whimsicott's in the nurse program and Tia just copied her, I guess that makes sense. Whimsicott? He means Whitney. He does this annoying thing where he pretends to forget people's names. Just ignore him. Oh, look at Ethan's expression. He's deadpanning you, Blue. But he seriously pretends to forget people's names. Interesting. Alright, I'd love to stick around, but Sam told me to drop by his office before the day is up, so I gotta go. Great, what's he going to tell you this time? You can actually walk on water? You put your pants on 2 legs at a time? I'm not sure. I'll let you guys know when I get back to the dorm, though. Blue, now's a good time if... Don't stay out too late. I mean, come back to the dorm after you're done, alright? I wasn't planning on staying out late. See you later! Wonder what that was about. Poor Ethan, always being left out. Hey, look at that. It's Sonia's dancing around and Nate is with her. As you walk into... Wait, what's happening here? Red? Red! Sonia spins you around in a tight hug. Any thoughts of preconceptions you'd have about linking her physical strength to her lack of ego are instantly dispelled as you become very unable to breathe. Yeah, her cleavage is in the way. Look at that. She's pressing your boobs and her boobs against your chest, Red. My God, you can't breathe. It's not the worst thing in the world, though. Rage against the dying of the light. Through frantic gasps and applications of elbows, you manage to extricate yourself. Sonia seems unperturbed. What is happening here? Seems like the sun's come out for once, R. Red, this is fantastic. It's absolutely brilliant. Great, what is it? Oh, I need... Never mind, I'm gonna do that later. I've been looking at these foreveralls all evening and all morning too, and I finally figured them out. Oh, you mean how they work? Well, yes, that, but also something even better. No, but actually, as something's upcoming, so I'm going to give Lightning the Cramorant Everall. You'll see why. Give it to Lightning. You gave Lightning the Cramorant for Everall. Okay. Go ahead. These foreveralls aren't minerals at all. They're biological material. Do you know what this means? Well, you're an astrobiologist, so you can study them? You remembered! A new field of astrobiology has quite literally fallen at my feet, right as I was tearing my hair out about how I could possibly pay for school. This is brilliant! Well, that's great. I'm glad for you. What does it mean for Lightning, though? I couldn't rightly say, not just yet. I'm detecting 3 distinct genomes from the foreveralls. It's difficult for me to isolate what is coming from your liberation from Pikachu and what's coming from the meteor. Well, you could let me know if I can help at all. Well, you let me know if I can help at all. You can actually, or rather, your Pikachu can. If you could have your Pikachu lick this tongue depressor... I don't see why not. Go ahead, Lightning. Lick the stick. Do it quick. Okay, the first time I played this part of the game, I cracked up at the lick the stick part. Oh, that sounds so perverted. Yeah, Lightning doesn't want that. He doesn't want to lick the stick. Actually, he does it anyway. Lightning licks the stick, but doesn't seem to enjoy the taste. Oh yes, it's coated in a sort of bitter-tasting adhesive that maintains and traps the moisture. I probably should have mentioned. Sorry about that. There is one thing I should mention, though. Overuse of the Foreverall's power could prove to be very dangerous for Lightning, was it? Overuse of the Foreverall's power could prove to be very dangerous for... Lightning, was it? That's right. Wait, what do you mean, dangerous? Well, are you at all familiar with biology? No, I'm not. Oh... Well, the basis of all biology, astro or otherwise, is that all life attempts to perpetuate itself and remove intruders. Intruders? Invaders might be another word for it. Liberation Form Pikachu wasn't built to handle the generation of Foreveralls, nor their power. Using the power of too many Foreveralls at once could set off a false positive in Lightning's immune system. He could develop a fever, or strain his muscles too far, or even enter a maddened, frenzied state. Man, I knew it couldn't be this easy. Alright, so what are the rules? I'm guessing I can't just slap on any move I want anymore. I'm afraid not. You'll want to be careful about utilizing the form-changing Foreveralls as well. Well, at least I got 3 days out of it. We're on the forefront of science here, so there aren't any official terms to describe what I'm trying to convey, but let's say that your Pikachu only has a certain level of power that it can safely store in its body. We'll call this the Liberation Limit. With you so far. Now, every move it knows has a certain level of power depending on its complexity that contributes to that limit. Also, every Foreverall you equip him with, or every form he changes it to, also contributes to that limit. So what you need to do is make sure his liberation level is under the liberation limit. Okay, do you know how I keep track of those numbers? Okay, do you know how I could keep track of those numbers? Yes, I've written it all up in this notepad. I'm still figuring some things out, and these are approximate values, but it should work. You gained access to the Liberation Limit ledger. More options have opened up to you in the Foreverall menu. Check Lightning Stats or the Foreverall menu anytime for a current summary of your Liberation Limit. Lightning's move pool also has been reset. You may want to adjust that. Let's see, move pool. Ah, you took away the Cramorant Foreverall. So give him that. Give it to Lightning. Lightning is overflowing with power. Something's gotta give. Lightning is 30 over the limit. You know what? Forget Growl. Is there a way to increase this limit? Ought to be. Just like body builds up an immunity when exposed to a vaccine, Lightning ought to be able to build up an immunity to the power of the Foreveralls with practice and time. Your liberation limit will now steadily increase every day. Battling with trainers can also increase your liberation limit. Losing battles will increase your liberation limit faster. Ah, interesting. Well, it's disappointing, but I guess it's better. I know now than just keep pumping these gems into him and cause him to explode a few weeks down the line. Oh, look at that cute blush. Mind if I step in here? Oh, he still has a grudge against Nate. He knew about Phrenergy before anyone else. Did he have something to do with Charon's actions? They roomed together after all. Go ahead. Ah, thanks. S, mind giving us a bit of room to breathe here? Right, I'll just be over here then. Nate? I almost called him Nathan. I gave those 2 purple kids on Saturday their information. I'm sorry about that, R. I don't have any excuse or defense. I just want you to know I'm sorry. That's okay. Apology accepted. At least Red is dorming with his future boyfriend. Thanks. I know I don't deserve that, but thanks anyway. S, I know you're listening. Nothing? Right, sorry about that. I was just thinking, if you want to really apologize, maybe you could do something for him. Eh? Don't think I like the sound of that. Can I at least keep my socks on? Oh no! Nate, get your head out of the gutter. I know you're gay, but please, leave red for blue, please. What? No, get your mind out of the gutter. Took the words out of my mouth, Sonia, thank you. Easier said than done. My mind has a long-term housing contract with the gutter. Canceling the mortgage now would come with massive fees, and not even my mouth can handle a check that big. Oh, you're ridiculous. Red, maybe there's something you can think of? Okay, can you find something out for me? Depends on what you're looking for. Want to know who's got a crush? I can crush that. Looking for the launch codes? That'll take a bit longer. Where is Instructor Will? He's in the forest. Oh, excuse me, Cotton Ball is using the litter box, and she's wiping her paws. Let's wait a moment. I'm gonna skip ahead. Sorry about that, let's move on. He's in the forest. I can't tell you how I know this, though, and I should probably tell you that you definitely shouldn't go looking for him. Leave that to the professionals. I'll keep that in mind. And nothing, thanks. Alright, mind if I do one more thing? S, maybe you could help out too. I'm trying to figure out how these foreveralls work. A teacher's got a bit of an interest in it. Mind if I ask a couple questions? Shouldn't take more than 5 minutes. Seems like you two have the most understanding of anyone at the school. Think of it kinda like a quiz. Oh joy, I love quizzes! Man, I already took one quiz today. Okay, sure. At least they're happy about that. Cool. Question numero uno. How many types of foreveralls are there? 5. Yes, that's right. Gotcha. Here's part 2. What are the 5 categories? Okay, foreveralls, everalls, gigaveralls, megaveralls, and diveralls. Right you are. Understood. Can you handle parte 3 though? What do megaveralls do? They generate let's see. They generate megastones at the start of the turn. That's right. Although they're wispy and non-solid, not very stone-like at all, it might be more accurate to say they generate emanations that have the properties as megastones. Gotcha. What happens if a Pokemon's holding an item when the stone is generated? Oh, they'll simply toss it away. Right. I've got a follow-up question then. How do gigaveralls work? Almost identically to megaveralls. True! And is it right if I nerd out about the wishing stars they generate? Go ahead. These wishing stars, in addition their ethereal, unsolid nature, don't seem to truly invoke the G-Max phenomenon as I was familiar with in Galar. Rather, it seems to be trying to imitate G-Max, but without the power or size typically associated with the phenomenon. For this reason, the Pokemon only get roughly 3 times bigger, as opposed to the approximate 90 feet commonly achieved in Galar. This new phenomenon could be called Mini Gigamax. It's the oddest thing though. I'm not too familiar with Mega Evolution, but the energy being emitted from the Gigaveralls don't seem to have any relation to anything that could invoke Dynamax-like effect. It truly seems like the Pokemon's genetics are just being altered on the basis of nothing more solid than what it wishes. I think Professor Oak said something similar to that. Okay, I think I'm getting this now. Diveralls, they swap a Pokemon's form. Yes, that's right. Pokemon with extreme sexual dichotomy. However you pronounce that, excuse me. Yes, that's right. Pokemon with extreme sexual dichotomy. Regional variations. Diveralls seem to be able to trigger shifts between those. Diveralls are able to swap a Pokemon's form in battle, or even outside of battle, it should be noted. Though, if its form is switched out of battle, it seems it isn't able to hold a Foreverall. Too much interference from the energy waves, I suppose. Actually, truth be told, I don't have any idea why that doesn't work. I'm really just firing science at the wall here, and seeing what sticks. Hey, you're doing fine from my point of view. Last question. What is this, number 6? Yes, that was an easy question. Funny guy. Finally, what do Foreveralls and Everalls do? Foreveralls do anything, Everalls make it easier to evolve Pokemon. Right you are! Foreveralls seem to provide a random boost to stats or moves or provide new abilities. They're custom boosts for the Pokemon they're equipped to, essentially. Everalls, on the other hand, don't often provide powerful boosts, but they make a Pokemon easier to train or evolve. Finally, something most Foreveralls have in common is that they can change the type of lightning and teach moves. Right, but those moves are capped by the Liberation limit, yeah. Look, you can see the limit on the left side there. Total 190 out of 200, he's close to his limit. Oh wait! Will other Pokemon be affected by the Liberation limit? Like, do I need to worry about the Foreveralls I give to a different Pokemon? Doesn't appear so. Besides, the obvious addendum that a Pokemon can't withdraw power from a Foreverall, doesn't appear so. Besides, the obvious addendum that a Pokemon can't draw power from a Foreverall, it's incompatible with, of course. Well, hey, I appreciate the info, SNR. That really helped me flesh out my report. It's a pleasure. I really feel like I'm doing something grand now. This is immeasurably exciting. Great, keep that sunny smile. Now I gotta bounce. Literally bounce. Wow, he's got bunnies. Look at that. Ah, I see what he did there. Clever. Oh, right. Is there something I could help you with? Yeah, I actually came here to talk to Professor Oak. Is he around? Sure, let me just call him. Professor, your food is here? Ah, tricking Professor Oak. Clever, Sonia. What? He doesn't usually come out of his office unless I tell him that. Oh, I'm sure he'd come out for me. He called me here. Are you now? Hello, that'll be 2,000, right? That plus tip. Red? I didn't know you were working for Poke Eats. Well, I had to do something to pay for Kobukan. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you about, lad. I think I may have discovered how we could pay for that. You see, ever since you reminded me that you didn't have a way to pay for Kobukan, I've been looking for a way to that should be a way. I've been looking for a way to avert that problem. Really? I'd kinda assumed that he'd forgotten. And I do believe we may have a solution. Is it just paying for me too? I wish I could, lad, but I don't have the funds for that. I could afford Blueberry if I really scraped together everything I had, but Kobukan's far more expensive, and the way it is now... It's fine, I get it. So, what were you thinking? A research grant, my boy! If I could secure a research grant to study Foreveralls, your Pikachu, and perhaps even the long-term effects of Phrenergy... Whoa, wait! I thought you binned your Phrenergy research. Well, the work I had been working towards is not something I particularly care to pursue anymore. The effects are clearly too damaging to you for me to attempt pursuit any longer. I appreciate the thought, Sam, but hasn't the damage basically already been done? At the very least, your power should still be catalogued. That could be worth a few years of research, though it will understandably take a secondary position to the power of the Foreveralls. Okay, so what do I do to help you get this research grant? Well, exactly what you're doing already. Sam, you have to stop inviting me over here to tell me to keep on doing what I was already doing. Continue producing these Foreveralls. Whatever mechanism lightning produces them by, you must do more of that. Okay, and if you get this grant, you could use it to pay for my attendance here? Oh, I see what you mean. No, not at all. That'd be unethical to use research funding on a personal project. Personal project? He's been talking to Whitney. Yeah, you don't want to be a project. Okay, so what were you thinking? Well, these gems represent an absolutely unsurpassed power boost for any Pokemon they're given to. I took a quick course on business over the weekend, and it seems we can exchange these Foreveralls for monetary gain. You're suggesting we sell them? Precisely, and not just to anyone but to champions. According to the laws of supply and demand, which I just learned about, you, as sole provider of these gems, should be able to set essentially any price. I don't know. I feel like that would kinda cheapen the whole lightning has a special power thing, if every champion had one. Well, I'm not quite sure if I know how to resolve that concern. I guess I should be practical about this. Okay, well, do you have a champion in mind who would be willing to buy? Not particularly. We've got a good few months before your first payment is due. Between Instructor Wallace, Instructor Alder, Advisor Lance, and the many alumni of Kobukan, we should be able to contact pretty much any of them. It is possible only due to the reputation and connections that Kobukan affords you. I'm just as thankful they hired me as you are that they let you in. Well, we don't need to make any decisions now. As I said, it'll be a good few months. But there are two things you should keep in mind. Yeah? When it comes time to pick a customer, you may want, well, to be rather cold-hearted about how you approach them. It's tempting to just ask for enough money to get you through Kobukan, I warrant, but... Do think about what some additional funds could acquire you. Your mother could retire. You could evolve your Pikachu. If you ask for enough, you could even send your own progeny to Kobukan. To Kobukan. I don't like the idea of asking for more than these gems are worth. I know you don't, lad, and early in my career, I thought similarly, continuously sacrificing financial success for pure science. I worked harder than I should, and my family suffered for it. Yeah, you neglected your own grandson, poor guy. I'd hate to see you repeat my mistakes, as numerous as they are. Ask yourself what prosperity and security for you and your family is worth. If a couple stiff words once can secure all that, might it be the moral choice? Well, I couldn't say. I'm no philosopher. I work on real sciences, but do keep it in mind. Right. What was the second thing I should remember? You said I should remember two things. I don't remember that. Oh, maybe I misremembered? Yes, maybe. Well, I should be getting back to work. Alright, see ya, Sam. Goodbye. Remember, you're always welcome to drop in at any time. See ya, Professor. Alright, time to myself at last. Let's see who's around. Though, I should probably get changed first, huh? Oh yeah, so I have free time now. I'm going to remove the Kremlin forever all, and I'm going to seek out Silver's gang, and let's see, maybe not. If they're available, go to the city. Let's see. Let's see the traits. Nah, maybe, yeah, when I go to seek out Silver's gang, I'm going to the city, and I'm going to train my Pokemon. See, I should probably study. Hey, Ash, don't scratch my chair, please. Now, which type should I focus on? Ice. It looks like Hilbert is in the library right now. Should I study with him? Sure. You spent some time studying Ice-type Pokemon with Hilbert. Great. Your Ice proficiency increased to 19.5. Your Ice-type Pokemon can now reach level 19. I need a drink. Oh, that's better. Hey, Leaf is back. Leaf? You're here? Yeah, I'm here. We were worried about you. None of us saw you all day. I'm very sorry for depriving you of my presence. No, but for real, where have you been? Looking for Tia, obviously. Honestly, kinda peeved you guys left me do it by myself. Wait, you just ditched classes all day to look for Tia? The dragon? Careful, these walls are thin, and yeah, she flew me across an ocean twice. I think that's fair. Leif, you would rip up your diploma to help a guy who handed you a coffee once. We'll see. Anyway, Tia is in the forest. I'm sneaking out tomorrow night to find her. Are you now? Yep, you're welcome to join. You can totally say no. I'll just assume you have no balls. Figuratively, that's toxic. Eat a pecha about it. No, seriously, think about this. If the forest is a dangerous enough place to keep Tia there for multiple days, then what can we even do? Nate told me that Instructor Will's in the forest. It sounded like Sabrina was missing too. They're all Espers, right? I don't know. Would you call a Psychic-type Pokemon an Esper? Maybe an Esper is just a Psychic-type human. These are the thoughts Leaf comes up with while screaming in the shower. It's not screaming! It's singing! Well, I'm pretty sure Simon Cowell would love to criticize your so-called singing. I remember seeing a video on YouTube and he said, "What was that? That sounded like a 1-year-old singing that song." What a roast, that was great. Anyway, moving on. Whatever it is, it could wake up a Snorlax. Oh, roasted! That's it, you! Let's battle! I'll defend my dulcet tones at the tip of a blade! I don't think... Suddenly, you hear a couple of voices coming from the closed door to Yellow's bedroom. Please, no, leave me alone. Please, no, you make me sick. Stop pretending, you're going to give me it all. Give me it all? Talk about a double object construction error. Dude needs to learn to use indirect objects. That's what you're concerned about? Blue's attacking yellow, or worse. Yeah, those are my thoughts exactly. I was worried. Oh my god, my heart was pounding the whole time I played this update all throughout the 7 days. Oh my god. Nah, this is just a hilarious misunderstanding. Trust me, I know this stuff. I hope you're not misunderstanding me. If you don't give me what I want, I will literally stab you. I would love to see Blue do that. That does admittedly remove some ambiguity. Someone, please help! Cry some more. Only the perfectly timed arrival of some heroes could possibly stop a terrible thing from happening to you. Mumble. What was that? I said, tender maiden. You don't sound into it. I'm not! Why don't we just ask them normally? This was your idea! Yeah, but it's your job to tell me when my ideas are stupid. Pick up the phone, I called it. I still think busting in there would have been safer. Yeah, it looks like Ethan was right. You might have a bit of a hero complex. Oh no, I want to be heroic. I want to help those in need. What a character flaw. Guys, focus up. I'm going to knock on their door. Come in. At least Blue's being friendly this time. I'm almost pointing to his crotch. Sorry. That's your boyfriend, Red, not... Yeah. Not anyone else's. Whoa, that's pink. You mean the walls and the curtain and the sheets? Welcome to the... No, I can't do this. No. Come on, Blue, at least give it a chance. What's happening here? Spread out on a short square table in front of you are pieces of paper, a mat depicting some sort of ruined temple, and a few action figures scattered around. There's a thick book on the center of the table that says, in bold emblazoned font, Infernos and Logos. Wait, hold the front door. I know this! This is that one board game they play in that show, right? The one with all the knights and dungeons and stuff? It's not a board game, and it existed before the show. But yes. Oh my god, Blue, you play this? I didn't realize you were a nerd! Well, he takes after his grandfather who's a Pokemon professor. I do more than just play it, I'm the GM. GM? Game Master. It means I decide what the enemies do, I control the narrative, I roleplay the NPCs, and basically I'm the boss. That must be therapeutic. I don't know what you're implying, but you better quit it. What, Blue? Yes, we were hoping that you might want to play with us. I'm game. I've seen a few people play on podcasts. Well, not seen, but you know. Yeah, you can't see people on podcasts? Yeah, sure, but like the only thing I know about this, I got some sitcoms making fun of the people who play it, so like, you're going to need to run me through the rules. That's completely fine. We set up a simple beginner one-shot for you three to see if you liked it. If you do, then you could be part of the campaign Blue and I play. No pressure though, I just want you to have fun, first and foremost. This game is a great way to explore your feelings and be someone you've always wanted to be. There's that. It's always a war game. It teaches tactics better than any of our classes. Type matchups, positioning, move ranges, all that stuff really matters in this game. Everyone finds something different to like about it. You suddenly realize you're the only one left standing. Well, Red, would you like to play? I'd really like you to give it a chance. If you don't like it, you don't have to play again. You look at Blue. He seems to be avoiding your line of sight. Okay, if you press no, then Red will give a reason that Blue criticizes him, and tells him what to do, but Blue promises that he won't do that, and he tries to convince Red to play, but if you press no again, then you'll lose 3 bond points and 3 mood points with Blue, Ethan, and Leaf. Then you'll go to bed early. But I don't want to disappoint Blue, so sure. That's great! I don't want to disappoint any of them. That's great! The first step is to make a character. Oh, and it's important that you play this because this is basically training you for the rescue missions for the next 3 days. Oh, awesome! I'd like to play this like sexy femme fatale who wears a skimpy black dress and uses her feminine charms to get what she wants. Okay, we can definitely do that. Making a character from scratch usually takes quite a while, so we made some pre-made characters for you to choose from. Every single one of the characters is completely optimized. I made them myself. No one could make a better character at that level, with that race/class combination. Based on what you said you wanted, I think this one would be best. Yellow hands Leaf a piece of paper. Okay, she's some kind of devil woman rogue. That's pretty cool, but don't you have a picture of her? I'm afraid not. If a group is lucky enough to have an artist in it, then sometimes they'll make character portraits, but most of the time you just have to imagine what they look like. I'm terrible at that. I just can't picture things in my head. That might be aphantasia. Huh? It's alright, if you do have aphantasia, that's just another aspect of you, like being female or being right-handed. People with aphantasia can't picture things in their mind. It's uncommon, but not debilitating or anything to worry about. Huh? How do you know that, sweetie? Medical course. Oh, duh! Also, you can call me sweetie if you want, but I'm older than you. What?! Yes, I'm 19. You're only 18, right? Yeah, I am, but... What? You're 19? I am, yes, so please respect your elders. Yellow, you're not old. They grow up so fast. And I noticed that in this update, Yellow got a bit taller than in the last time. She's up to their necks, higher than their necks or something. Ethan, what kind of character do you want to play? Ethan looks hopelessly at you. I mean, I don't want to double up, but Red and I are going to give the same answer, right? There is only one of each character, you can't double up. Alright, I guess, I don't know, I kinda like to be able to do a bit of everything? Blue nods thoughtfully and hands Ethan a piece of paper. Alright, here's your character. He's a Dwarven Red Mage. He can... Can I play a chick? Yeah, that cracked me up when I played this part of the game. Yeah, Ethan pretty much likes girly stuff. If you take the fairy course and you take the advancement exam, then Ethan chooses to be the model for Instructor Valerie's dress. And before Red is about to battle, he says, "Dude, you've got to win this from me." And Red agrees and says that Ethan would look cute. I thought that was pretty adorable. I like how progressive this game is. Yeah, fine. Just cross out the M up on the top right and write an F. Score. Red, do you... Oh wait, can I play a half-elf? Yes. Oh, can I... Yes, Ethan, you can make whatever changes you want. I made the character perfect for his race, class, and sex, but if you want to change something and be suboptimal, that's fine. Whoa, you made the character perfect, and you made him male? What are you trying to say? That males get a +1 to strength, which would help patch up the Red Mage's mediocre growth rates. Oh. Wait, so what do I get then? You get an additional +1 to your dexterity. That's optimal for your character. Cool. What about you, Red? What kind of character do you want to play? Okay, these are the traits. No, we do not want to be mean to Blue. I'm not gonna pick that. So these characters are going to get, next level rankings. So, I'm not sure which of these traits Blue is going to be required to rank up with Blue. but I'm guessing charm just like that last time, so a hardened mercenary captain leading the vanguard. So a paladin? They're charismatic leaders that can do a little bit of everything, like a red mage, but better. Yes, I want to be a paladin. Your charm increased to 11. Man, I knew you would pick a paladin. Guess it's a good thing I didn't choose one then. Wait, so then, what's your character, Blue? The GM doesn't get a character. The GM is the entire world. Sometimes GMs will create their own character, but, don't do that shit. It's the GM's job to make the players feel like heroes, not to try and take any of that glory for yourself. How selfless? You are still Blue, right? It's not about selflessness, it's just how the game's played. It's literally in the rules. Anyway, the fourth character's Yellows. My character's name is Amarillo del Bosque Verde. She's a halfling, and she's a cleric, and she has a pet ratata and she always keeps with her. Amarillo del Bosque Verde means yellow of the green forest in Spanish. She's a lot higher level than you guys, but I don't mind being reset to level 1 to play alongside everyone else. I prefer the RP parts of the game anyway. Thanks. RP? It means roleplay. It's when instead of trying to slay the dragon, you try to lay the dragon. Lay the dragon? What? Oh, it's that kind of game? Ethan, please stop confusing Leaf. Mia culpa. Oh, that should be mi culpa, M-I. Mi culpa. That means my fault. In Spanish. So, like, what are the actual rules? Can I just say I become queen and it happens? The rules are laid out in the rule book. Blue points to the book titled Inferno and Logos on the table. But there's a lot of them to remember, so we'll walk you through this slowly. The most important thing to remember is that, in this game, you're fighting with your entire party at once. However, your party is being led by a particular Pokemon called your partner Pokemon. Creating a partner Pokemon is also a pretty in-depth process, so let's just use the Pokemon you have on hand for this one shot. Generally, the Pokemon in your party at your highest level will be your partner. Yeah, that's you, Lightning. Is it alright if Lightning is my partner? Yeah, sure.
Pika!
The higher your partner's level is, the better, but levels matter less in this game than type advantage does, so you should pick a partner that's good against the Pokemon in the environment. Yeah, that's why I gave him the Kremmer for Everall. This dungeon will be full of bug and normal types, by the way. Finally, the less PP your Pokemon has, the more quickly they get tired in the dungeon. Don't pick a partner that only has like 2 moves. Excuse me. Lightning knows 3 moves. Got that? Got it. Alright, are you ready? Welcome to the world of Inferno and Logos. Okay, and this is pretty much like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. It's playing the music from the Explorers games. Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky. Sorry, excuse me, I had to get a drink. What are you gawking at? This is more in-depth than I expected. Like, wow, you put a lot more effort into this than I thought you would. Heh. Inferno and Logos is one of the most hardcore military strategy games out there. Just wait until we get to the grappling rules. Whenever I GM, I tend to go a bit more rules light, but the rules exist for a reason. You're right. Alright. You awake in a musty dungeon. Your head throbs and your breath is visible in the dank air. Heh. Ethan, that's not funny. God, I hate that word, dank. I fucking hate it. Stop using it, please. The last thing you remember is hearing a woman screaming for help. Bereft of other clues, you decide you need to figure out how to get out of here. You can move around by using the arrow keys or clicking on the arrow buttons on the right side of the screen. This is a tabletop RPG, not a computer game. Just push your mini using your fingers. There goes Ethan breaking the 4th wall. Okay, so I'm playing as Red, and you move forward. You know what? I'm gonna use the arrow keys. As you walk through the infested basement, you feel your muscles begin to tire. Your partner Pokemon complains as its belly rumbles. What? But we only walked like 10 steps! It's a magical tiredness. Lame. I wanted to get away from real life. Every step you take will subtract one of any move of your partner's bellies, which is determined by the total PP of all their moves. That means that you should bring a Pokemon with a lot of PP into the dungeon. Huh, so as long as we're all moving together, each step only subtracts from one of our bellies? Yeah, because when you're walking together, you can clear pathways and share resources. And just like in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. There's a different tactic that has different rules for belly drainage, but we'll get to that later. Wait, what happens if our bellies drain? As long as you have any fullness left, every time you lose some saturation you gain 1 point of HP. But if you've got no fullness left, whenever you would lose some saturation, you instead lose 1 point of HP. So if our bellies are full, we get healthier, but if they're empty, we die. Slowly. That's right, yep. By the way, the green bar underneath your miniature is your health, the red bar is your belly. You can also see the stats of a character in detail by hovering over them with, a mouse. There goes Yellow breaking the fourth wall as well. I use my Pichu, Choo-Choo. Okay, let's keep moving. And Blue is gonna interrupt again. Around the corner, you hear wind whistling down a set of stairs. You suspect you could advance in the dungeon if you took them. Oh, we couldn't see that before. This system has Fog of War? Yes, special tiles and enemies don't become visible until you're near them. If you're having difficulty finding the stairs, then try looking around in areas under dense fog. Those are areas you haven't been before. Okay, now let me go. Let's go down these stairs. I'm using my left hand for the arrow keys. Advance. Infested basement, floor 2F. Let's keep going. Hi, Blue. As you make your way through the dungeon, you encounter a snarling, bug-like beast. Its eyes are milky and unfocused, and large fungi seem to be sprouting from its back. It's a Paras. This dread beast seems to be at death's door, but it still seems to be trying to pick a fight with you. Huh? What do you mean it's at death's door? It's got full health! Blue takes several deep breaths and scribbles something on a piece of paper. Well, at least he's making progress, he's not insulting Ethan. The Paras's health fell dramatically. I don't normally do this, but I don't want the first enemy to TPK you guys. Combat is initiated when a unit moves into another, or if you're a ranged or mixed unit, you can attack from up to 3 squares away. How do I know if I'm a ranged melee or mixed unit? It's based on your partner's moveset. If you have more physical moves, you're a physical unit. If you have more ranged moves, you're a ranged unit. Have an even number of both, and you're mixed. Red, you're a physical unit right now, which means you use your attack stat for damage and move into enemies to attack. Ranged units can attack at a distance, but they can't counterattack. Meanwhile, physical units can counterattack when attacked, but need to be near an opponent to hit them. Makes sense. You can tell what kind of attacker unit is by looking at their summary page, or by looking at the little widgets at the bottom of their mini. Alright, let's trash this guy! Hold on, let's just let Red handle this for now. Red, it's important that you stay alive, since your squad leader, the run ends if you fall. If a melee unit is far away from you, just wait. If you stay in place, they'll come towards you. This lets you attack before they do. And you can wait by pressing the button on the bottom left, or pressing Control. Ethan is going to break the fourth wall the whole time. That's great. Now, he's helpful, isn't he? You see, this is why I changed lightning into a flying type. Because of the bug types. Now we go this way. This way, and there are the stairs. Hey, this way. Red, go down. There, advance. Floor 3F. You advance to the 3rd floor of this dungeon. Make short work of the hapless fools in your way. Oh wow, give him a bit of power and he goes full anime villain. You're beginning to understand how combat works in this wretched dungeon. You are beginning to understand, aren't you? I got it. Okay, I don't. Run it by me again? When attacking, you use whichever type would be most effective. When defending, you use all your types at once. Wait, so Dragon, Grass, Electric. I'm using all 3 types at once. When defending, if an electric type attacked me, it'd only do 1/8 the normal damage? That's right. I can't go back. That's right. Wild. Remember, you're using your entire party at once. It's an abstraction. Yeah, no, I get it. I'm just thinking about what a 3rd type would add to the type chart. That'd be crazy. This is why type advantage is so important. If you don't hit super effectively, you'll be doing peanuts. A super effective hit increases your attack before defense is applied, so that's how you get through. You continue to move through the dungeon. It's a good thing I bonded with Blue and got the Cremorant forever all. Thank you, Blue. Alright, enough of the kid gloves. As you walk into a room carved of porous stone, you see an enormous spider in front of you. Its fanged mouth quivers in anticipation of its next meal. The bundle of razor-sharp string it keeps atop its back whips through the air with deadly precision. It's... GM? Question. Another one? What's that button on the bottom right that says Tactic PMD? He doesn't get it. I wish there was someone alive who understood half the stuff you say. I'm going to ignore what you were saying and say my own thing. There are 2 tactics in Infernos and Logos, PMD Tactic and FE Tactic. PMD Tactic is Party Movement Directive. In this tactic, only the leader can attack, but the entire party moves at once, and your bellies empty much more slowly. FE Tactic is Focused Elimination. In this tactic, you can directly control your units to attack opponents, but every move square decreases your belly. Generally, you want to explore the dungeon in PMD Tactic, then as soon as you see an enemy, you switch to FE Tactic so you can make your most powerful unit fight them. You can switch to FE Tactic to scout out the floor as well, as it allows you to view the entire map, even if it's covered by fog of war. In FE Tactic, you can also see every square opponents can attack. If you want to see how many squares they can move, you have to just look at their movestat and do the math. In this system, units can't move and attack, so you can avoid an imminent attack by a melee unit by moving away. But to do that without being attacked, you'll have to use it in FE Tactic, which will burn through your satiety like nothing else. That's no good. Remember, as long as you have some fullness, you can restore health. You're just doing everything you can to avoid saying belly again, aren't you? I think it's a cute word. I don't think so, Leaf. I mean yellow. It's a silly word. I agree, Blue, thank you. It's a silly word. This is a war game. I wish they'd called it stamina or something like that. By the way, you can switch between Party Movement Directive and Focused Elimination Tactics by using the button on the bottom right or pressing space. When in FE Tactic, you can use the arrow keys or the arrow buttons to move the cursor. Click on whatever the cursor is hovering over using the Enter or X keys or pressing the big selection button on the left. Select button on the left. You can also cancel a selection by using the backspace or Z keys or pressing the cancel button on the left. Like before, you can end your turn early by pressing the wait button or pressing Control. Noted but not comprehended. Yeah, Red doesn't get Ethan breaking the fourth wall either. Okay, let's move on. So there's this tarantula, use Tactic PMD, and look, these are all the squares that it can attack. I'm just going to approach it. Don't know what sex it is. It's not very... Bug type moves aren't very effective against flying types. Defending. Okay, that's enough, please. Now attack. There you go, Red. Super effective! Oh, one hit KO. Way to go. Let's see. Hover over Red. His HP is going up. That's good. And here comes a Weedle. Just attack. One hit KO. Way to go. Thank you, team. I mean, way to go, Red. Okay. Advance. Festering Pit. This is the final part of the Infested Basement. Infested, not invested. You make your way to the base of the dungeon. The wailing woman you heard nowhere in sight. Instead, an enormous parasitic insect awaits you. Its glassy eyeballs belie no emotion. It will tear you apart as easily as one would a piece of toilet paper. Not in this school, we've got 5-ply now. Sometimes there are enemies that are too strong to be taken down by just throwing your entire party at them. Sometimes you need tactics, strategy. If you ever want to fight an opponent in a regular style Pokemon battle, you should switch to FE tactic, then engage them. This starts a normal battle in which you can use moves, switch out, stuff like that. Don't do this too often though, it massively reduces your stamina. Belly. Whatever. Engaging is the best save for bosses or enemies you want to catch, but you obviously can't catch this enemy, it's not real. Finally, remember that if you want to engage a foe, the foe needs to be in the surrounding 8 tiles. There's no shortcut key for engaging, just press the engage button on the left side and press it again to stop engaging. Okay, let's go. There's a Parasect. See tactic, select, engage. We need to get closer. You need to be as close to the foe as possible. Okay, just one more step. Oh god! Oh god, that's not good, oh god. Shit. I need to put, someone at the top. Yeah, I'm going to put... Yes, yeah, Titanium, you go here. Now switch to Tactic PMD, select, engage, then move the cursor on the Parasect and select again. Oh god. Maybe I didn't do it right. Hold on. Excuse me, I need to start over. Yeah, this is one of the bugs. You can't press select. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, I'm next to this Parasect, so use Tactic PMD. Select. Engage. And then move the cursor and select again. Oh, yeah, I forgot to switch to lightning, sorry. Yeah, I need to switch to... Yeah, sorry Titanium, I forgot to put you at the top. Okay, Leash Life is not very effective, so use Wing It. Titanium is flying free, that's a no dialect. I mean, that's something new in the dialogue. Okay, and use Air Cutter. There you go. Let's see, maybe use Feint? No. You know what? Fuck this, I'm going to use Air Cutter again. There you go! Parasect is down, yes, goodbye Parasect! Okay, move out of... You can't press... Oh, yeah, you can. So, switch back to Tactic PMD, and take the stairs in advance. Cleared! Yes! Congratulations, you completed your training. Oh, look, they're happy. And 3 bun points with Leaf, Ethan, and Blue. And 3 mood points with each of them. A total of... Yeah, never mind. Oh man, that was great! How long have you been playing for? Well, it's 2 o'clock, so... Whoa, what? That's crazy! I gotta go to sleep! Heh, I'm just that good. When I GM, anyone could lose track of time. Yeah, don't ruin it, sweetheart. I actually had a good time. I don't need you shoving your foot in with your big ego. What did you think, Red? Honestly, it was fun. Oh, and look, he's happy. You know, you can clearly see that Blue is slowly changing. He's making an effort to be friends with Red again, and he's also making an effort to make sure Red has fun. Look, he's happy. Let's see, social. Look, almost at level 5. He's blissful, 36, great. Change is good, baby steps. we should probably all get to sleep. If anyone sleeps in, I'll wake you up, okay? You should definitely wake up Ethan. He's a real Snorlax. Well, he's sort of muscular, but he's not fat, but he sleeps like a Snorlax. Thanks, sweetie. Good night, all. Good night, you guys. I think that went well. Yeah, look, the developers made Yellow taller. Look at that. She's no longer up to here or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. It wasn't as painful as I thought it would be. You're doing the right thing, Blue. You're making progress. It might just be inches by inches, but you're moving forward. Ugh, you sound like Daisy. I like Daisy. Yeah, I do too. We haven't seen her in this game. Have you given any more thought to our picnic? Hopefully platonic, Yellow, please! Yeah, of course. I said we'd go on one, didn't I? Don't worry about it. Don't get any ideas, please. Leave Blue for Red, please, in the future. Leave the dating for Red. Oh, thanks, Gardenia. Wally has calmed and is no longer joyful, and my buns are going up again. And we're in the classroom. And let's check our social. Look at that 84. Awesome. I'm going to stop right here, so thank you, my healers, for joining me on this adventure. Feel free to give this video a like, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't get on my bitter side.